A coin in your hand. A figure on a bank statement. A number on your phone screen.
Money, this thing we chase, worry about, argue over, is far more than just paper, metal, or pixels. It's a symbol of freedom, a badge of influence, and a measure of security. Yet, money is also one of the most deceptive and misunderstood forces in our lives. Whether we like it or not, we are all impacted by it. Every decision we make, directly or indirectly, is carried along by money's invisible current. It shapes nations, relationships, and our very sense of self-worth.
But what is money, really? Why does it hold such immense power over our lives? And most importantly, can we use it in ways that bring us meaning, joy, and fulfillment rather than stress and endless striving? The essence of money, why we created it. At its core, money exists to solve a fundamental problem: trade.
Before currency, people exchanged goods and services directly through bartering. While it sounds simple, bartering had serious limitations. Imagine you own a herd of cows, and I have a basket of fruits. If I need meat but you don't care for fruits, we hit a roadblock. This frustrating situation, where two people must each have exactly what the other wants at the same time, is known as the double coincidence of wants.
This inefficiency made complex trade almost impossible. Enter money, a tool that provides a bridge between wants.
It acts as a medium of exchange, making transactions smoother, a store of value, allowing us to save wealth over time, and a unit of account, making it easy to compare the worth of different goods.
Money simplifies life.
Instead of trading 10 cows for food, fabric, and tools, you can sell one cow, get cash, and spend that cash on whatever you need on your terms, whenever you want.
That's the beauty of currency, it creates freedom. But with that freedom comes complexity.
The philosophy behind our relationship with money. How we handle money reveals much about who we are and what we value. Some people see money as a way to gain security, others view it as a tool for self-expression, while some chase it just for the thrill. But aligning our financial behavior with our personal values is easier said than done.
Money gives us options, but not unlimited ones.
In a world where we are born into different circumstances, different countries, families, and economic situations, we all start from different places. The luck of where and when you're born defines the range of opportunities available to you, shaping your relationship with wealth.
And no matter how much we earn, there's always a finite amount of money and time in our lives. That's where things get tricky.
It's easy to fall into the trap of chasing more wealth endlessly, thinking it will solve all our problems.
But can more money actually make us happier? Or is that just another illusion? Does money buy happiness?
The truth behind wealth and well-being. For decades, people believed there was a sweet spot for income and happiness. A famous 2010 study by Nobel laureates Daniel Kahneman and Angus Deaton concluded that earning around $75,000 a year was enough to improve daily happiness, but beyond that, money didn't make much difference.
This became a widely accepted benchmark. But life and research is rarely that simple.
In 2021, psychologist Matthew Killingsworth challenged this idea. His updated findings showed that happiness actually keeps increasing as income rises, even beyond $75,000 or $100,000. However, there's a catch: for people who are generally unhappy, more money doesn't help them past a certain point. This tells us that money can amplify happiness, but it can't create it from scratch.
It's not just about how much we have, but how we use it.
People who spend money to align with their intrinsic desires, things they genuinely care about, experience more satisfaction. On the other hand, spending money to chase external rewards, like status or approval, leaves people feeling empty. What ancient wisdom can teach us about spending wisely?
The Greek philosopher Epicurus understood these truths centuries ago.
Epicurus wasn't against pleasure; in fact, he believed that pleasure is the key to a good life. But he divided our desires into three categories. 1. Essential desires, things we need to survive, like food, water, and shelter. 2. Non-essential but natural desires, things that make life more enjoyable, like good food or a comfortable home. 3. Vain desires, things like wealth, fame, and power, which can never fully satisfy us because the pursuit never ends. Epicurus argued that the best way to achieve happiness is to meet your basic needs and avoid chasing desires that have no limits. For example, no matter how luxurious a car or house you buy, you'll eventually get used to it, and the thrill will fade. Psychologists today refer to this phenomenon as hedonic adaptation, the tendency for people to return to a baseline level of happiness, no matter how much their circumstances improve. So, if material abundance doesn't guarantee lasting happiness, what does? Epicurus believed that contentment comes from having fewer unmet desires. True joy lies not in endless accumulation, but in finding peace with what you already have. Using money the right way, time, freedom, and relationships. Research supports the idea that experiences bring more happiness than possessions. Psychologist Thomas Gilovich from Cornell University found that people remember experiences like travel, concerts, or time spent with loved ones far longer than material purchases. Anticipating an experience can also bring more joy than waiting for a physical item. Similarly, author Morgan Housel emphasizes the importance of using money to gain control over your time. Freedom, the ability to do what you want, when you want, has the highest payoff. Money spent on time-saving services, for example, or on activities that nurture relationships, can significantly boost well-being. Happiness isn't about owning more, it's about preserving the things that matter most: your time, your passions, your connections, and your peace of mind. Money can't buy everything, but it can buy freedom from unnecessary stress, giving us the space to focus on the things that truly enrich our lives. Finding balance, avoiding the endless chase for wealth. The paradox of money is that while it offers freedom, it also tempts us into endless striving. The pursuit of wealth can become a never-ending game, and without thoughtful reflection, it's easy to lose sight of why we started playing in the first place. Each of us needs to decide what really matters. Is it building a successful career? Spending time with family? Traveling the world? Achieving a sense of inner peace? The truth is, we can't have everything. We need to prioritize. And that's where money becomes not just a financial tool but a philosophical one, helping us shape the life we want to live. In conclusion, what really matters in the end? At the end of the day, none of us can take money with us when we go. Our material possessions, achievements, and wealth all stay behind. What truly matters is how we've used our resources, our money, our time, and our energy while we had them. Life is fleeting, and the decisions we make around money reflect the values we hold. If we aren't careful, we risk spending our time chasing things that don't matter, only to regret it when it's too late. But by using money thoughtfully as a means to pursue freedom, joy, and connection, we can make the most of our limited time on Earth. In the end, the question isn't just how much money we can earn or save, but how we can spend our lives well. Because wealth isn't measured in dollars, it's measured in meaning.